Hello guys, Hate here, and today I'm going to be answering frequently asked questions about the apocalypse units. And on the second part of the video, I'm going to be previewing the apocalypse units, what they do, like short insight, what's special about them, and yeah, just a quick info and on them. As you can see in the background, yeah, the APO units are getting previewed. Some of them, two of them, don't have splash art, so I don't know if we will get them, but I'm going to talk about that a bit later. So on to the first part. What are apocalypse units, or APO units as we call them on Discord for short? Yeah, to be fair, I don't know if the name will go live. It's just a direct translation from the Chinese servers. And I don't know, apocalyptic units, apocalypse units, or a completely different name probably will go live. And so, yeah, what about them? How are they different? They are still URs. The big difference is in the 5-star, because at 5-star the unit changes. It gets an additional part to its first skill. So here is a difference if you are having the unit at 3-4 or 5-star, because you get an extra skill ability unlocked for the first skill, an additional part I mean. And on the 5th skill, same as for commanders and champions, they unlock on 6-star, but the difference is that they are like champions and commanders combined. They have a domain, and as well as they have a partner. And about the partner, it will be going to from the same alliance. I'm sure you're quite familiar now with the alliances. And yeah, like the castle Apo unit will be getting a partner from the tower faction. So how do we get those apocalypse units? Same as champions and commanders. We are going to get them from the altar, and they are going to cost the same covenant scrolls as before for the other URs. On to the next. How frequent are we going to get these new units? So far, the first few releases are set to be in 4 weeks between altars, so we are back to a 4-week rotation on new units, as it was before. Lately it was 3 weeks, but yeah, back to 4 weeks again. And the next question, in a similar style, what happens with the milestone chests? And I was told they are going to stay as they are, so extra scrolls from the milestone chests will stay. Yeah, I said that the apocalypse units are going to get domains. So what will happen with the domain cap? In Chinese, in the Chinese game, the domains got improved to 4 pair formation when the apocalypse units got released. So no confirmation yet, but probably it will go live, like not maybe on the first unit, but maybe a bit later, but probably soon. Yeah, because you can play 2 commanders from the same alliance and 2 apocalypse units from the same alliance, and that makes it 4 domains. So is it safe to assume that we are going to get 1 apocalypse unit for each alliance first and only then the second ones? No confirmation on this one, but yeah, probably we are going to get the first 5 each from their own alliance. Otherwise, yeah, it will be just a huge blunder and really, really bad balancing thing in case there would be 2 APO units for one alliance and 0 for another. Yeah, that would be just crazy. But, well, you never know. And on to the last and probably most anticipated question, how many scrolls will the apocalypse unit cost? So here's the story. At first, they wanted to bump up the cost to 2 scrolls per 1 unit shard, and yeah, well, doubling the cost of apocalypse units compared to the champions and commanders. But we got it toned down thanks to River Crab, who pushed this thing to get lowered to 1.5 increase. So meaning they won't cost 530 scrolls, but they will cost 795 scrolls, and probably the exchange will go into the altar as 3 scrolls to 2 unit shards for the apocalypse units. Yeah, there it is. Well, I mean, many people anticipated that the cost will go up as the apocalypse units are really stronger than the commanders and champions. So yeah, I guess it makes sense, but obviously some people will be sad or mad about it. But yeah. And all of these things I've said right now in this video are subject to change, but will probably go live as it is. So, on to the next part. So here we are reviewing the first wave of the apocalypse units, and the first unit, in case you didn't know, in case you didn't check Sound the Horns, or I don't know if you're not playing the game, but yeah, it's final battles angel. So yeah, the name got changed, and yeah, thankfully I made a point and it's not called angle but angel. So yeah, here's the splash art, and here's the chibi, as you call it. So kind of looks like fallen angel, to be fair, with a shield, and not so cool. And yeah, very original, so to say. As you see, it is a castle unit, and it is a defensive unit. So what's special about it? She's a big tank. She has a revive, so your angel will get is going to be less useful because the revives, you can't use 2 revives in a single battle, from angel and from the final battles angel. So yeah, angel probably definitely goes out of the formation. I don't know, like many assume to run 3 tanks. The apocalypse unit, DG and paladin, is like an off tank, or I mean, you can save DG as paladin is a little bit tankier and put it on the second row. Yeah, well, or just play with the magic golem. Yeah, we'll have to see about that one. And it has a revive on its own and a lot of buffs and everything, and tanky. On to the next unit. It's Rage Lord. It is a unit from the Inferno faction, from the Chaos faction. Cool horns, cool wings. I think she looks really nice. What's special about her is she's a DPS unit. She does a lot of damage. Buffs, debuffs, fear, and everything like that. So next unit is Prismatic Dragon. In the Archibald Adjutant, I believe, or in the specialty, this dragon was called Gulch Dragon. So yeah, we'll have to see about its name. It is from Dungeon, obviously, as you're seeing. The chippy looks like this. This unit can be placed also in the backline, and depending if you are putting it in the backline or in the first 2 front spots, it changes its ability. If it's attacking like tanks more or dealing more AoE, but yeah, you'll see later. Fourth unit we are having here is Iron Scale Siren. It is from the Cov from the Power Alliance. Its chibi looks like this, and it is a defensive unit. An interesting ability that it has like Judicator and Fawn Bubble to, if I remember correctly, to all of the Power Alliance units. I don't really remember if there was some kind of lesser bubble to some other units, but yeah, let's just see. But definitely for the Power Alliance units. Tracker. So a little bit like I don't know, just one elf. Looks like an elf. It is a ranger. It drops a totem and does damage. Does real nice damage. So Dancer won't be the only one dealing damage. This will surely complement it, and yeah, pretty nice for the high damage, and as well as overall buffs and everything. So here we are having the first unit without the splash art, and the Chinese translation is Blood Lady, if I remember correctly, for this unit. It is a charging unit, as you can see from the Necro faction, and it is more of a support and slash healer. It has some abilities that it takes, like it bites one of her own units and takes the makes the faction or affiliation of the units same as Necros, so there's some synergy going on, and yeah, but it's basically a support healer. Primordial Cyclops. This is such a unique design. It doesn't look like Behemoth at all, or Cyclops, or yeah, Beheclops, or whatever you're going to call it. And if you're going to see it live, it like it stands the same as a Behemoth. So real nice design. Anyways, it can be put in the backline as well, same as the Primordial Dragon, the Gulch Dragon, and same thing. It does damage. I mean, it should with its like right, left, red claw. Looks really intimidating, and yeah, that tongue. I wonder what that tongue could do. Anyways, on to the next one. It's Frostfire Phoenix. It's really skinny Phoenix, which is a tank. Yeah, I don't know about that design, but anyways, yeah, it's basically a tank. Yeah, it can live forever or not. Yeah, well, depending how strong you are, but it's a really nice tank. Here we are having the second unit without the splash art. It's called Primal Titan or Primordial Titan. Yeah, well, depending on which translator gives you which name. Anyways, yeah, it is really high damage unit, really high. When we are going to get Arcane Archer's weapon, and you see a huge improvement on the damage meters, and this unit might be even stronger. So, and it does damage the same way as our current normal Titan does. It stays where it spawns, and it stays there forever. I mean, it doesn't move and just shoots its lasers from its arms. And here we are having the last 10th unit from the Fortress faction. It is Bog Shaper. Yeah, it has a scroll, as you are seeing here, floating. The regular skin doesn't have it. I think the premium skin has it. So it is a charger for the Chaos Alliance. It's like a hybrid unit. It can do damage. It buffs really nice. But yeah, we have to see it in action. As mostly Inferno Chaos Alliance was played more than the Fortress, so yeah, we have to see how strong the Fortress one will be. But yeah, solid DPS, really durable, doesn't really die that quickly. And yeah, you're probably wondering, why is there no neutral unit? Yeah, no Apocalypse unit is neutral. Neutral is dead. And yeah, that's about it about the faction. So here you have the preview, and thank you guys for watching, and bye bye.